guys, Paradoxal here. Today we're gonna go over part two of our Python series, Python for Beginners. Today we're gonna go more in depth with some Python. And last video we just went over variables and the print function, but today we're gonna go over a brand new function that's similar to print except the other way around, and this is called the input function. Whoops. Anyways, basically, the input function allows you to type into your terminal and it'll store it in a variable. So we're gonna put x equals input, and we're just gonna say, how many apples do you have? And when we do it, it'll say how many apples you have. I'm going to put 13, and it'll put in 13. Now, basically, we're going to print. We're going to put a little F string there, like we did last video. And we're going to put bang. That's a lot of apples. And then we're going to put apple count, colon, and then we're just going to put a curly bracket of x. Now when we run this code, we're going to put 13 apples. Dang, that's a lot of apples. Apple count 13. Now if we run this again, just put a different number. We can do 123, an absurd amount of apples, and press enter, and it says, dang, that's a lot of apples. Apple count 1, 2, 3. So pretty neat. This is pretty good because you can make certain commands that will do certain things with the input function. And I think that's pretty neat. I think it's something many people should know about when they start Python, is the input function and what they can do with it. You can do a lot of things with the input function, such as the calculator I have made using input. And basically when you run it, it'll have type reg or sci. I'll just type reg or sci. And then we're gonna put exp2, and then it says enter x. I'll put 12, and then it'll give me an answer of 144, which is basically 12 to the power of 2. That is something you can do pretty cool with oh, that's weird. It's all gone. But that is something you can do that's pretty cool with input, and I think it's pretty neat. Now, we're going to do a little bit more with input. We want to have multiple inputs. So we're going to do x and y. Oh, whoops. And then z. We're gonna set x to an input. Input. We're gonna set z to an input. And then we're gonna just make another variable called total fruit. We're just gonna have it set equal to nothing. Actually, I'm just gonna put none because I don't really want to do anything with it yet. But basically, x is gonna be how many apples do you have. Y is going to be how many oranges do you have. It's going to make it more of the same grammar wise. Of course, it doesn't really matter how you do it in code, but I like to do it this way. And we're going to z. What are we going to make z? How many cherries do you have? Now, basically it's going to ask me first how many apples do you have. I'm going to put 13. Then it's going to say how many oranges do you have. I'm going to put 5. And then it's going to say how many cherries do you have. I'm going to put 2. Not with the slash. I didn't mean to do that. And then it's going to end the code right then and there. Now, basically, we're going to put total fruit is equal to x plus y plus z. And the thing you have to do with x plus y plus z is, since they are strings, you need to basically put these in parentheses. And then I'm going to do something that I should be doing in a later video, but we're going to put int in front of it. And I will show you why we put int in front of it in a later video. Just don't worry about this yet. I will give a tutorial about integer functions, or integer values and all that. Anyways, now we're going to print. We're going to start a print function with strings. Total fruit is, and then I need to put an f in there to make it an f string, and then we're just going to put total fruit, which is going to pull from this variable, which is x, y, and z with the int in front of it. Just going to pull from all three of these input variables. So when we run the code, wait, what did I do wrong? Line 1. It's weird, I didn't do anything. Oh, okay, it was just a bug. I was still typing in here, and that's why. Anyways, how many apples do you have? We're gonna put 13. How many oranges do you have? We're gonna put 2. And how many cherries do we have? I'm gonna put 5. So keep in mind, 5 plus 2 plus 13 is 20. I'm gonna enter that. Print is not default. Oh, whoops. That's embarrassing. We're gonna restart this. Don't put the capitalized letter there. So we're gonna put 13 apples, and then 2 oranges, and then 5 cherries. So 5 plus 2 plus 13 should be 20. So we're gonna press enter again, and it says total fruit is 20. Now if I got rid of the integer function, it should throw me an error. So we're gonna do 13, 2, and then 5. Oh, whoops. So I'm gonna restart this here. I'm gonna do 13, 2, and 5. And it's gonna give me a very incorrect number, or sometimes it'll just throw you an error. Now, if we get rid of the parentheses, oops, not meant to do that. If we just get rid of the parentheses, run again, so I'm gonna say 13, 2, and 5. It'll still give me the same thing, but every now and then, if you're doing a more complex program, like this input calculator here, it will throw you some errors because you're messing with a lot of integers and strings, and you will need to convert those, which we'll go back into that in another video. It's a bit too early on to do this. But in this video, I just wanted to show you how you can use input functions and what you can do with them. In more complex programs, you can use input to make like command-based programs. So when you run it, like a little terminal, like similar to run. Similar to CMD, sorry. Something like this will pop up and you can just type in commands. And yeah, that's pretty much what input does. It allows you to type into the terminal, and it'll store it into whatever you type will be stored into X. And let's show you what if you do something wrong. So, oh, whoops. Really need to stop having it highlighted. So let's say we do 1. Whoops. Type in 1, and we're gonna put 2. And then 3. So that should give us 6, but it'll just put 1, 2, 3. So this is why you don't want to type your numbers in the input, and you just want to type the actual numeral like 1, 2, 3. With that being said, that's pretty much all for this video. I didn't want to go over too much. I just want to go over input and what you can do with that. Next video, we might go over if statements or else statements and all that good stuff. So, like last video, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, feel free to subscribe. It's 100% free. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. I read them daily, and I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you have an awesome day.